and I'm here this Sunday to share with you the August Paper Pumpkin Kit. I hope everyone's having a good day today. Um, if you haven't heard of Paper Pumpkin, they come once a month and you receive adhesives and ink, stamps, everything you need to make either cards or favors, or it varies every month, so it changes. But I thought we would explore the August kit, and I'll show you some of the cards that I made, because I always veer off from what they recommend that you make with the kit. So let's check it out. So whenever you order Paper Pumpkin, you'll get a box just like this in the mail. Oh, sorry about that. You open it up. Now I've already gotten into my box, so it's kind of messed up right now, but we'll just show you what kind of things we had this month. You received one sheet, and it had all these little tags, which I've taken some out, but all the little tags that you need for making your cards. And then you received 2 sheets of this green. It's like a vellum. It's real thin, but they're all leaf shapes. Let me take this off here so you can kind of see better. But see, they're all leaf shapes. There's 2 that are this green color, and then there's 1 sheet that is just this white. Let's see, or not really white, but it's just kind of a clear. And they're all basically the same kind of leaf shapes, and they just cut right out of here really easily. So it's stuck a little bit right there. Oh, I'm grabbing the wrong thing there, and they just pop right out. And then you use those in the creation of your cards as well, or however you want to use them. Let me get this out of the way. So we get those. And then whenever you are a first-time subscriber, you will get a little block. So you will have a block for stamping with. In this kit, you always receive a little stamping spot. And these are little ink spots, different color every month depending on the kit and what the contents are. This month it's Blackberry Bliss. And then we got some cute little baker's twine. It's got a little bit of silver in it, kind of a pinkish color with a little silver. And you get some stamps. Let's see, let me get a piece of white paper here, you can see the back. And I've used them a little bit, so I'm getting them inked up. There's some that have some sentiments on them. Like, you make me so happy, congratulations, thank you, thinking of you. Here's a sentiment for the passing of someone. And there's a little flower in here. This is kind of the center for the little flower, little leafy thing. So you receive that in the kit. You get some adhesives. These are like the dimensionals for popping things up. These are the little flat dots for gluing things down. And then for this kit, it's a card making kit. And so some of them, and it's the full thing, and you just fold it in half. It's already scored for you. You just fold it in half along the score line, and you start creating with your card. And these ones were printed up with this, and then you add to it using the vellum and the stamps that you could get with it. And with this kit, there were 2 card designs. One is that, and then the other is like this. And you receive envelopes to go along with it. And the envelopes are just gorgeous. Look at them. They have a print inside. They're all trimmed in the silver. Just really lovely, lovely envelopes. So anyway, you get that. And then with every paper pumpkin kit, you will get a little instruction paper. They always have a print of what they made the kit to look like. Of course, you can vary from there, which you'll see today. I'm going to show you what I did. Inside, there's detailed instructions, very easy to follow, that show you how to create whatever the kit may be making, whether it be cards, favors, or whatever. So that's what you got in that kit. And every month you will get a new ink spot and new stamps, and you can use them for other projects as well. So I'm setting that aside, and I'll show you. This is one of the cards that I made. Let's zoom in a little bit here. You can see a little bit better. This is one of the cards I made using the one that had the more open center in it. And then this is another one I created. Now this one I have this little framelit. Well, it's not a framelit. It's actually a little embossing folder, and it makes this frame. And then I cut the center out and added the sentiment into the center, and then decorated around the edge with some of the elements from the kit, which I love this. I love the way it turned out. And then my really lovely one, I think this turned out so nice, is this one. And this is the one that I'm going to show you how I made today. I added a little extra. I decided that well, this cardstock is called Blackberry Bliss, which is the same ink spot color that came with the kit. And I thought I would just add a little something different to the front. I also added a flower to the inside. So we're going to put this card together today, and I'll show you how I did that. So let's get started here. Put these out of the way. Now, these are some of the elements that I used for it. To create that front, I printed out, or I stamped out all these flowers. I've got 5 of them all together. I used a yellow that I have, which is from the Regals. Let's see. It's the Regal inks. This is the crushed curry. I used this for my yellow. And for the darker colored flower in here, I used the Blackberry Bliss. And for these lighter pinkish colored flowers, I used a different ink spot that I have, which is Berry Burst. And the way I got the variance in color in some of these, especially you can see in the yellow, is I stamped once and then stamped again a second time. So I got a darker color and a lighter shade of the same, out of the same ink. So, and then on this card I used some of these elements as well, these little vellum things, the little leaf things. Now, put these right over here so we don't lose them. For the center of this, I used, like I said, the cardstock Blackberry Bliss, and I cut it at 3 inches by 3 3/4 inches. And then I layered it with this Granny Apple Green, which is from our Brights collection. The Granny Apple Green is cut at 4 1/8 by 3 1/4. And we are just going to layer those two together. I'm going to do it with just a little bit of the liquid glue. Let's see. Looks like I'm out of camera range. Sorry about that. Okay, a little liquid glue on here. And let me get this out of the way. That's just for the measurements. of it. Okay, so I started there. Okay. Sorry, I set my ink spot outside, so I had to get that. And we had one sentiment in the middle of this one. This set. This is a really lovely one. It says the loss is immeasurable, but so is the love left behind, which is a really, really nice sentiment. So we're going to stamp that on this right here. And I'm going to use the Blackberry Bliss that came in the kit here. If it cooperates with me, stamp it up. Once you have all your elements ready, it goes together pretty fast. So I'm trying to get this where you can see it, and my head's out of the way. Okay, like that. And we'll just set that aside. Now, I was going to show you how, where's my white cardstock here? There we go. I'm going to show you the stamping of the flower a little bit. And these we have new ink pads that open a little bit differently. I'm still trying to get the hang of it. Okay, for this we need the little flower. And we need the little centerpiece. So we're going to use the centerpiece. Oops, the little centerpiece and the little flower piece. And now I'm going to show you with the yellow, which is the crushed, I think it's crushed curry. And basically, you just stamp once, and stamp twice, and you get two varying shades. Now, I used the Blackberry Bliss for the centers of those, and same thing, because I want to keep it lighter on this one and darker on this one. I'm going to do this one first. And these are clear, so you can see right down through there. And there's the second one. And so you get two completely different looking flowers. Let me hold this a little closer for you to see. You get two completely different looks. Well, because this had some kind of pinkish color in it, I decided to use one of my other spots, the Berry Burst, and make some of these flowers that are a little pinker. The Blackberry is kind of dark, and even when I stamped it twice, it was still darker than I liked and not quite as pink as I liked. So let me clean this off. And let's stamp a couple with the Blackberry Burst. Sorry, I'm getting out of camera range here for you. Okay, and this is the same thing. I'm going to do exactly the same way. I'm going to do one, and then I'm going to do two. And there you go. See the difference? Same color, but it looks like two different colors, kind of. It just adds a little more interest to your project. Oh, and I close to my yellow. Let's open that back. And so let's put a little bit of yellow in the centers of these. Okay. Now we'll get this out of our way. And because I didn't want you to have to watch me fussy cut them, because this set, the paper pumpkin does not come with framelits or anything, so I fussy cut all of these out. And so I did it ahead of time so you wouldn't have to watch me do that. So now we're going to assemble the card. Get this out of my way here. Okay. Where's my base? Sorry about that. Okay. So here's our base. That's too close. There we go. Okay, and this, I think I popped it up. Yes, I did. So we're going to stick some of the dimensionals on the back. Pop it up a little bit. Okay, they're kind of sticking to the paper here. There's one. And these dimensionals, you put them on here, and there's paper on the back, and you just peel this little paper off. And one more. Okay, now let's just line this up. There's no right or wrong way. Every card is unique and different. Okay, so we have that base on there. And then I started layering my things on there. These are kind of hard to pull off, so I don't have the we've got a new tool in the holiday catalog. Oh my gosh, I want it. Haven't got it yet, but it's got like 4 different ends for picking up things like this, or little bitty things, like sequins and things. Okay, let's see. This one went this way, so let's stick a couple on here. And these work the same as the little dimensionals. There's a little paper backing on it. See, I use my scissors for a tool all the time. Okay. And so that just popped in the corner here. And I stuck one at the top here. Well, I think I stuck this one over this. That's right. Oops, bending my little leafy thing there. Okay, so let's stick a couple on here. And these things have really good adhesive on them, these little glue dot things. I love them. They work great. And they always give you plenty in your kit. I usually have a few extras, which is great. So I'll use them on other projects if I have any extras. Okay. There we go. Okay, now this one, I just kind of put down here. I'm going to have one of these in the corner. So, okay, let's see. Okay. Now I went ahead and put my sentiment on. So I put my flowers around it. So, and I used the dimensionals to pop it up as well. So let's do that. That'll be 3. Okay. Now these paper pumpkin in next month, and you've got only today and tomorrow to order for this September's paper pumpkin, and it is going to be a Halloween themed paper pumpkin. And I've heard it has. I'm thinking it's going to be treat favors because there's 24 of something in that kit to make. And it's going to be Halloween, so I'm thinking treat favors. So if you want to get in on that, the kits are about $20 when you subscribe for 1 month. And like I said, they're always full of ink and all kinds of goodies. Okay, I start out with the dark one here, so just going to stick one on there. I think that'll stick good enough. Right. Goes here. Okay, I put this light yellow one on a dimensional. Oh my goodness, it's hot today. I'm so sweaty. It's supposed to be just 100, woo, or just under 100. I can't wait till it starts cooling down. Okay, and this one went about over here. Okay, and then I have the other yellow one, and it was flat, so let's put it flat here. And here. Okay, now I also just, you can see I just did some of the centers. It's just separately, just to add another little different little element to it. So we're going to put one of those here with the little flat adhesive dots. I'm just sticking in my fingers. Okay. So there's one right over here. Okay. Now one of the pink flowers, let's see, we'll put the darker one, I guess, over here, and it's raised. So, oh, I need one. Okay. Okay, that one right there. Okay, looks like I have a little dot. I had a half, one I put in half, I believe. So let's see. Yeah, I did. So there's only one. So I cut it in half and used it in 2 areas. Just add a little dot to that. Oops. So if you need a want to start a paper pumpkin, you just go to my website at papercraft247.stampinup.net and click on paper pumpkin, and they will get you started on your subscription. Okay, this one I had right under in here. Sorry if I'm in the way. I'm trying to get where I can see. Okay. on there. The other half. Stick over. Oh, totally missed it. Okay, now here. Alright, let's see, what do I have left here? Oh, this other, the last pink flower. I actually, because I wanted to add a little something up here, and only part of this is for showing, so I cut a couple of petals and I put them over that top corner. So we're going to do the same thing. Just cut a couple petals off. And put this piece under these, in the bottom by these other flowers. And kind of stuck it up under here. Then these I stuck together. Okay, let's see how do I do that. Oh, I stuck it under here. So I have to refresh my memory. I just made this card. Okay. And just kind of stick it under here. And then we'll stick another dot on the back of that. Put it up at the corner. One of those little petals to peek out. Okay, now our last little element was the little bow, and I'm going to show you an easy way to make a bow. A lot of people have problems with bows, but one thing I've noticed with this baker's twine is you can do it real simple. You don't need to do 2 loops and tie. I mean, you can do that if you want, but you can take one loop, and I leave kind of a longer tail. You can take one loop, and I kind of pull it up close here, and I go around that loop. Of course, it's not going to work as well on camera probably. Okay, now we pull that loop up through here. And just pull. Okay, that's a little too long there. Let's pull a little tighter. And then you're going to have your loop. So that's a simple, easy way to do that. If you want your loops slightly smaller, you just tighten them just a bit, and they'll go slightly smaller. Alright, these are twisting a little bit. Okay. And twist them. I think it must be that metal stuff in there. Okay. So now I'm going to just trim this just a bit. And then try to untwist these again. I don't know why they're twisting up so bad. Didn't do that before. Okay. Ha. Things never work on camera the way they work in real life. It's crazy. So we're just going to try to open them up. Now I'm using the liquid glue to glue this on. We'll just add a little dot right there. And I just basically stuck that down here in the corner. Once that dries, I can play with those loops a little bit, and they could be tacked down, opened up a little more, but until it dries, I don't want to pull on it too much. So we'll put that in there and let it dry. Now the only thing that I haven't done so far is I did add one more flower to the center, or to the inside, excuse me, and the sentiment. But there you go. That's what you can do with your paper pumpkin kit. I think that's gorgeous. It's just really pretty. The options are endless. Like I said, here's the other cards. So if you're interested in paper pumpkin, then just go to my website, papercrafts247.stampinup.net. Click on paper pumpkin, and you can order your kit. Or you can email me at papercrafts247@gmail.com and ask me to send you a catalog. I have the holiday catalogs, and I have the annual catalog, and they're chock full of all kinds of good stuff. So anyway, thank you for joining me today. I hope everyone's having a great Sunday, and I hope to see you again soon. Have a great one, and go order your paper pumpkin. You've only got today and tomorrow. It's going to be great next month. I'm going to have 2 extra kits, so if you don't, I'll have 2 extra kits that I'm going to sell. So I'll let you know how that goes later once I get them actually in stock. So have a great day, everyone. See you later. Whoops. Bye.